Say, oh, 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 oh. Southern rain, yes I do. When I was a child, I made up in my mind that I was gonna find me a Southern man. I found me a Southern man. He leaves his work boots by the door. He holds my hand in the store. We drink the same whiskey and he loves to dance. He be like, come on, love, girl, do your dance. Give him all my love because he don't play about West love. I don't mean no harm. You got to get your own. 'Cause that man there, that's my man. He got a smooth walk. He got a ground when he talk. He ain't shy of no hard work. He love his mama and he goes to church. He don't care if them kids tease. He's gonna raise them like they is. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a Southern man. Back in the day, I heard an old woman say, ain't nothing like a Southern man. Nothing like a Southern man. I asked her how, 'cause she tell them apart. She put her hand right on her heart. By the way that he wears his pants. It's by the way that he wears his pants. Yeah. Now she was talking in real so deep. I know she was talking about his jeans. So Mr. Charlie Walker, a smile on his face, and now I see just what she mean. That man got a smooth walk. He kinda growl when he talk. Ain't shy of no hard work. He loves his mama and he go to church. He don't care if them kids is his. He gonna raise them like babies. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a Southern man. That woman was so proud with that man on her arm. Had me trying to chase him down all over town to see if he had a son. She said, Charlie ain't perfect, he's just a man, but he's everything I need. And now I want nothing other than a smooth Southern brother that's head over heels for me. I took that woman at her word, and now I'm happy as can be. And if you listen to what we're saying to you, you'll see just what we mean. A Southern man got a smooth walk. He kinda growl when he talk. He ain't shy of no hard work. He love his mama and he go to church. He don't care if them kids is his. He's gonna raise them like they is. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a Southern man. Now say, oh, say, oh, I love a Southern man. Yes, I do.
All right, don't do nothing crazy. Okay, good stuff. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Listen, so I was contemplating. Hey, Sean, I was contemplating about doing this, continuing to do Mondays during football season. But then I realized, as I love football, played football, that they're trying to get more people to watch the game on Thursday than they are on Monday, because Monday is a staple. It's all everybody knows, Monday Night Football. Go watch it. So they actually put the better teams on Thursday nights. Thursday nights for this season will always have the better game. So with that said, I'm taking Thursday off. For the remainder of the NFL football season, my nights will be Tuesday. Actually, all right, so I worked something out with my brother. And my brother was on what about Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday will be my night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So I won't be on Thursday because I'll be watching the game. Now, if somebody has a live, I might pop in on there. But they were like, tonight's game is shit. Aaron Rodgers got hurt in the first or second play. The game it's not even worth watching no more. Yeah, Josh Allen there, but they're gonna do the Jets really bad, and I don't like either one of those teams anyway. So, but the just they start off with the Chiefs, the reigning NFL champions on previous Thursday night, and they're going to keep that. If you look at the schedule, before they know who's going to be good or bad, they put all the heavy hitters on Thursday night every week. So just like how the Cowboys or whatever, you know, they always play on Thanksgiving Day. So that's always a Thursday. So they use that same premise to build up Thursday so they can sell more marketing, so they can sell more ads, and it's going to work. So I'm going to take Thursdays off. I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Me and my brother, Quincy, we're going to put something together on Friday, man. He was featured, ironically, on a dating show this past Friday. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to him and we're going to do something because he works and he got to get up earlier than me. So he's like, man, I can't really join you on your during the week, but I can join you on your Friday going into Saturday. Okay, bro, I got you. So, and he's actually, when I first started, it was me and him on the first show. It was never going to be a continuous thing because he's active duty, but I still want to, it's my only brother. So I got frat brothers. Dubug's my frat brother. Cool Breeze my frat brother. But that's my actual brother. So, yeah. So anyway, I just want to give that update. I think I'll cut a video probably tomorrow and just, hey, this is the new schedule for the remainder of the football season. And normally, actually this weekend is very different because I just seen, because of how Colorado is doing, that they are going to play on Saturday night at 10 Eastern. So that's 8 my time, 6. So yeah, they're playing super late, and that's unusual because first 2 weeks he's played at the 11 a.m. game. Now he's going to the last game available on the West Coast, and they're ranked 18 in the nation. So he should, Coach Prime and the Buffs should be able to make easy work of the Colorado State Rams this week, but everybody's watching. And so he has Colorado State this coming week. Next week after that is Oregon. And then 3 weeks from now, it's going to be the really big game. If he goes into USC undefeated, I actually heard somebody say it's going to be so much black superstars at the USC game because he already had a whole bunch of Hall of Famers, a whole bunch of celebrities. He used to have it at Jackson State. Now they're coming to Colorado in the middle of nowhere. But when he plays USC at USC, it's going to look like the BET Awards. And I agree with it. Somebody said that. I was like, man, that's too funny. I have to repeat that. When is the prime time coach game? I'm sorry. This coming Saturday, it's the late game. It's at 10. I think that's 7 for you. But in 3 weeks when they play USC, that's going to be the game. Any and everybody. Yes, thank you, Casey. Any and everybody is going to be there. That's a celebrity. There's going to be people calling in favors. Hey, bro, let me in. Let me on the sideline. I want to take a picture. I want to blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it's going to be star-studded. Let me get to the topic. I can talk about football all day. We're already 16 in, so yeah. I listen. Somebody actually said to me that it could have been anybody. Anybody could do what Coach Prime is doing. There's been plenty of black coaches that haven't done what he's doing. Plenty of black coaches that have experience. Plenty of black coaches that have more experience and they still haven't done what he's doing. So I don't believe that. I believe that he has that kind of influence. I believe that, I'm not saying he's going to win anything this year, past games. I'm not saying, it actually would be cool if he won the Pac-12 because it's going to dissolve after this year. And if he won a big bowl game, that'd be cool. And then next year, if he won at Shador's last year, this is Shiloh's 5th-year senior, and Shador has this year and next year as far as eligibility to play. So, and I'm sure in that time period, he's going to recruit another 5-star or a couple of them and be loaded. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, don't listen, sir. You cool to me, but yeah, I like my stuff to flow when I get to it. All right, is dating dead in 2023? Because I go out, I go out to a restaurant, go to bar and lounge. I don't see a lot of men coming with women. I don't see a lot of couples, black couples specifically. I see where I live, mixed couples is a regular thing, and so I kind of discount that. I want to see the light skin and dark skin. I want to see the melanin. I want to see the black couples together, and I don't see that much. I can go like Longhorns, even on a Sunday after church. You might see one or two in a restaurant that holds 100. You go on a weekend, even to a sports bar on a weekend, you're not gonna see that many black couples together. Just, hey baby, let me take you out. So it's both sides, but I'm gonna call on the men first. I'm gonna say if you're in a relationship, take your woman out once a week. I'm not saying take her to STK or Oceanair or Ruth Chris, something that's gonna cost $300-400. No, I'm saying take her to a pizza joint, take her to um, a decent sit down. You know, not nothing that's gonna cost you arm leg. Keep it under $100. Longhorns, Old Charlie's, Cheddar, Chili's, Logan's, Olive Garden, anything like that. Anything that's gonna cost you less than $100, just to show, hey, you put on a nice pair of jeans, put on a nice shirt, let her wear a dress, have her toes out, something, make her feel pretty, and go spend a couple hours. Only spend less than $100, but make it, hey, let go, fresh shower, hair done, go get, you go clean up and go out. And I'm not just talking about the people who are trying to court somebody dating. I'm saying the people who are in a relationship dating. Those people need to go out too, because we have married couples who say they haven't been out in months, 5, 6, 7 months. And I hadn't taken her on a date. I've been busy. I got this and that going on. She wants to be shown off. And didn't you go through all these things with her to show her off? What she looks like when she's nice versus when she has her bonnet on versus when she in her moo versus when, she got all the kids hanging off of her or whatever the case your situation is. You work every day or 6 days, 7 days a week so that you can have something left over. Again, I'm not saying spend an excessive amount of money on food, but spend a reasonable amount, have a good time, go somewhere. If you drink, have 1 or 2 drinks, something reasonable. Find a place that has like a late happy hour, and those moo-moos be fire. Yeah, comfortable, I guess. He wants you to stop bringing home your lady McDonald's. I can't stand McDonald's. I do not eat McDonald's. I seen that video you posted. Like, I only do, like, my favorite burger is Five Guys. Then if I can't get a Five Guys as my preference, then somewhere down the trough, I'm gonna get me a Whopper. Then if I'm really hungry and the only thing open, I'm going to Wendy's. But not messing with a whole bunch of them burgers. Hardee's, not doing it. White Castle, Crystal, not doing it, not doing it. I'm gonna keep it simple. And I know Five Guys is like $10 a burger. I took my son there a couple of years ago. He literally ate the burger like it was a small single patty cheeseburger from McDonald's. And he said, "Oh, can I have another?" "No, you cannot, sir. You better eat the rest of these fries, because we're not doing that." I said, "That costs $10. I was like, it was $30 for the 2 combos. Not doing that. Anyway, yeah, I want us to take our put some clothes on, put some jeans on, put some slacks. You don't have to put a button up with a tie like me, but at least have a nice button up. It could be short sleeve, nice, $100 shirt or something like that. Put
Oh,
something on.
hold up. Damn, man. How you doing, fam?
Good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. Now, I think my father having some complications, man. I'm gonna talk to my neighbor because my neighbor usually tend to him, before I came down to see what's up with him. Damn, this shit just popped up.
Okay. Yeah, take care of your family, man. I got you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on, I'll be back.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. I don't know if I'm finna do this. I don't want to do this. I don't know. Let me see. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. I feel like Bob Ross on Pretty Trees. Pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. What's up, Chief?
What's up, brother? What's going on?
What's going on, sir? How are you?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I like this topic. You was hitting on some good points. You made some valid points.
Can you see Dino?
Um,
I can see you. That's all that matters. I can see the captain. Last time I could see the captain. I had to start talking about ordinances, and freeze, sucker, get on the hood of the car. It's
Oh, just make that's funny as fuck. All right, chicken.
his screen, whoever that was on before me, his screen was night owl. His screen was like this. I couldn't see nothing. But I'm in there this time. That was awkward as hell. Your whole screen was like this. The whole time I said, damn, I got to wing this shit.
when you said dating is dead, I think it depends on who you ask. Me personally, I think dating is dead in the West if you're dating with purpose. There's a lot of women on the market that are chronic daters. I call them chronic daters.
Mm-hmm.
They just have this constant thirst for going out and having sex, and it never gets anywhere. That's all dating is really in 2023. We go out, we enjoy each other, and we have sex. So most men are tired of the sex. They're tired of that. They want something more. They want a family. They want a traditional wife. They want a woman to come in and become a helpmate and take on certain roles and tasks. And women are pushing against that. But if you're a guy that want to go out and you want a trophy on your arm every weekend, you can get that on the market. There's plenty of women lined up, looking for a free meal every weekend. But if you're looking for a wife, a woman to bear children and be consistent and be a helpmate, it's very scarce out here.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm going to start with the people that are in a relationship first. There's lots of married couples. There's lots of people who've been in a relationship for a decade or more, and they don't go out no more. I don't see them out when I go get something to eat once or twice a week. I don't see them fellowshipping and looking happy with your significant other. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, except for the part that there's a fewer number of men that we account for that are actually sexually active. So there's some that will go out and take a woman out, and they still won't get no sex. And
Yeah.
they're just, man, they're in the gym shooting, hoping that they hit them free throws, hoping they hit three, because man, they're trying and they're not getting picked. They're picking the women that are, for lack of better terms, above their pay grade, the ones that they want to grovel for, and they're not letting them win. So
Let's be honest. When you go out, right, when you're talking about a lounge scene or a club scene, most of these places are packed with pookies and ray rays. You're not going to really find too many productive men hanging out in these places. Most men are introverts. They go to work 12, 16 hours a day, and on their downtime, they just want to have a good meal. A lot of dudes are jumping on Xbox, PlayStation, brothers are working out. You're not going to really find productive men just hanging out in bars and shit like that because there's a lot of chaos in those areas. You'll
hold
find
on.
a lot of pookies and ray rays, but if you're looking for real, actual productive men, most men are just saying, you know what, I'd rather stay home at the crib. I'm an introvert. I got my food, my snacks, whatever. I'm working out. That's what it really is.
Okay, well, hold on a second. I need to adjust it a little bit, and I'm gonna offend some people. I'm not talking to any man who owns a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, whatever it is. Those that I'm talking. If you at 35 and you play Xbox or PlayStation, whatever number you have, on a more than an hour a week, 1 hour per week, then I'm not talking to you because you're not a man to me. I'm not, I don't know what you do, chicken. I'm saying in general. So I'm saying in general, those men who you're saying that they're introverts, the hell, they need to go take a class. They need to go take a
I don't, I
Toastmaster. They
don't,
need.
I don't agree. Hold on, you said if a man is playing a video game, he's not a man.
At 40,
I don't see anything wrong with it. You know why?
at
As long as it's not, as long as it's not interfering with him taking care of his responsibilities. If a man is stable, he's a high earner, his bills are paid, everything's taken care of. I don't see anything wrong with him sitting down on his downtime playing a game. I can say a lot of people on Instagram are losers. We got people on Instagram that are 40, 50, 60 years old and they spend over 10 hours a day on Instagram. I can call them people losers.
okay,
So the same way you could say a man sitting in his home playing a video game is a loser, I can say a man that's 40, 50 years old on Instagram is a loser.
well,
So it can go either way.
yeah, but I'm not going to disagree with you. If a man has that much time to burn and he does it on these IG, YouTube, or whatever, then yeah, he got issues too. He
Yeah.
should be trying to better his life.
I think when it becomes excessive, when it's a guy that's sitting on his couch all day long getting high with no responsibilities and no goals and no tasks, then it's a problem. But if it's a man that just did 3 12-hour shifts straight and it's his day off and he want to unwind, he having a beer, he playing Xbox, I don't see anything wrong with that. His bills is paid, he's stable. I don't see anything wrong with that. But if it's a dude that's on the couch all day long with no responsibilities, no job, and he just blowing weed smoke all day, that's when it becomes a problem.
What age should this man turn this off?
I don't think there's an age for video games. I don't feel like it's an age. I think anybody can play video games.
30.
It depends on how you're doing it. Like I said, if you're doing it on your downtime, I don't see anything wrong with it. Because we can say the same thing about social media.
I
We
said,
got people.
hold
So,
on. You can't
so
read back when I agreed with you. It didn't work like that. I agree. If a man spends too much time on social media, then he's worthless. I get it. I agree.
I don't think people that are claiming to be married should be on social media at all. There's a lot of people in this space that are claiming to be married, but they spend countless of hours on Instagram. That tells me there's a problem in their home. Because if you're spending more time on social media than you're spending with your spouse, you're neglecting something.
Agreed. Listen. I think that if you're married, you should spend. If let's just say the average work hour is 8 hours. Some people in larger cities have to commute 1 hour on each side. Then you normally, if you're in a regular position, you get 30 an hour for lunch. So that's 11 hours out of your day, every day, to work 5 days. And you said 12, okay, we can roll up that 1 more hour. You're going 12 hours out the day. You get home, if you have kids, you want to spend 30, 45 minutes with them, or there's no need to be in the house. But if you're your significant other, if she has a meal prepared, or she says, "Hey, baby, thank you, I appreciate you. Hey, let me rub your back, or let me take your work boots off, whatever. All the job. Let me take your dress shoes off. Okay, great. But you still want to spend some time with her. And if your day consumed 14 hours of it between work, traffic, saying hello to your loved one, and maybe your kids, that's a lot of you're tired. When do you have time to play video games for 2 or 3 hours?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, again, I'm 44, so I'm not gonna. I played video games in about 9 years. I think I gave when the PlayStation 4 first came out, I bought it and I gave it to my son. I haven't bought
Yeah.
it since then. I have no intention.
I see where you're going with it, Blue, but I can tell you I used to be a heavy gamer. I slowed down a lot because I started cranking back more with my fitness. But I can tell you I've been online with dudes that were like firefighters, cops, doctors, all type of professional people online. It's just something that they do to unwind. It brings them peace. Maybe 1 or 2 hours a day, they get online with the boys, a little Call of Duty, and that's it. It's better to do that for some men versus being out in the streets, you know, being in bars, hanging out in these chaotic areas. Like I said, most men are introverts, so they withdraw from those areas and they rather be in the comfort of their home playing a video game. I don't see anything wrong with it. As long as your responsibilities are in order, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, I would venture to say a lot of those guys are not squared away, as we say. But wouldn't you rather them do what you're doing? You said I slowed down from playing video games. I got into fitness, which means I'm going to the gym. So your free time is spent working out, exercising, eating better, right?
Right.
So what's wrong with that? All I'm saying is we should suggest something different to grown men. And I'm saying they said in the comments 30, at least 35, you should see a change. Your priorities should be different. You should say, hey, look, let me work on my fitness. Hey, let me learn a skill or trade that I don't have. Let me learn about stocks, bonds, investing. Let me learn about mortgages and how that works. Or let me find something else to pay this car off a little sooner, or this credit card debt that I have a little sooner. Or, hey, now I just had a kid 6 years ago. Now let me go be the coach at the Little League team. Or what can I do to go volunteer at the school? Spend your time differently.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't have a drink. I have no problem with that. But I just think at a certain age, men should transition to being father figures, even if they don't have children, to be leaders in the community. And I find it hard to believe. I'm not leading nobody who tells me they spend 10 hours a week playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I'm not following.
I see what you're
Well,
saying.
the
I see what
Bible
you're saying, man.
says,
You could be doing something
when
more
I was a
productive.
child, I thought as a child. This is biblical. It said, when I was a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put childish things away. And I think that I agree that it should be an evolution in a man's life in which games and toys on a daily basis is kind of like, I don't know, for me personally, I probably had maybe 1 or 2 years playing video games when people would come over as competition because I like to talk shit. But it's not like I'm sitting down, zorbed off into the game. It's just never was my thing. You know what I mean? I like to be outside. I like to interact with other human beings. And I think it probably depends on a person's personality and what they're into. But
But see,
you
now hold on,
have,
Dino.
you
Not to
have,
interrupt you. You said
you
you like to
have,
be
you
outside.
have,
What do you mean by
you
that?
have, you have a perspective that's valid because it's your own. But what I would like to ask you to do is to not, like 3 or 4 times already during this conversation, you say most men do this, most men are introverts, most. If there's 9 million or 9 billion men in the world, we don't know most men to say what's most. So let's keep it kind of, you know what I'm saying? Say, in my experience, this is what I do, or what the men that I know do. We can't generalize and say most men because we don't know them.
But
Pause.
that's a fact, though, Dino. Most men are introverts.
How do
We
you
can take
know?
control
You don't
of
know
it.
most men.
Well, I'm gonna
How many men do
say
you
this.
know?
I'm gonna say productive men because I just asked you a question. You said you like to be outside. Be outside doing what? See, this is what we
I ride.
got to talk about. Like if I walk in a bar and I see 40 and 50-year-old men sitting at a bar drunk and looking to pick up women, I can say you're a bozo, and then you'll
I
say I'm
don't
a
drink.
bozo for playing a video game. But see,
So
we
I
can
don't
have different
drink. I
perspectives.
don't drink. I don't drink. I don't go to bars. Anytime that I go to a club is to either be a host of an event or support somebody that's giving an event. I go outside and do things like I go to car shows. I hook up with my bros and we go ride to Harley Davidsons. We go to different little hip hop Hall of Fame award ceremonies, to comedy shows, to jazz festivals, to art galleries and black art galleries and stuff like that. But I'm not expecting you to gain all of these insights all at one time and put the game system down. I'm just giving you a different perspective on maybe what you can look forward to doing some other things in the future. I'm not saying you being on the game system is bad, but I'm saying that if you want to have the things that you discuss, like you said, you're tired of just having sex with women. Well, if you get off the gaming system, spend some time reading, studying, maybe even watching YouTube videos about women's thought process, or even just interacting with women more, you can understand what they may want of you in order to elevate you to a fatherhood position and want to lock it in and marry and have a family. Maybe it's because they say, well, he seems like an intelligent guy and he's nice, but you know, girl, he's still into the video games and he's still cussing me out and he's still spending $600 a month on weed and he's still thinking, well, he only spent $400 now because his partner hooking him up, but it's still $400 we could be doing something else with. And so maybe that's the reasons why. That's
Let me
all
ask
I'm
you something,
saying.
you know. If
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
man's priorities, right? If a man's priorities are in order, his bills are
Mm,
paid, he's financially well off, you know, on his days off, he likes to play video games. Is
mhm.
that an issue for you? Do you see that as an issue? Because I think everybody engages in something. They engage in some type of activity, something that they
It's
use to unwind. Like again, we spend
I'm
time
not a
on this
gamer. I
Instagram.
never been
But
into
look,
it.
right?
So it's not
We
an
spend
issue for me because it doesn't relate to me. I'm not looking to date men. I'm looking to date women. So if a woman is over 30 and she's gaming, it's just not going to work out.
yeah. I wouldn't mind dating a woman that's gaming. I'd rather date a woman that's gaming than a woman that want to run the streets and spend nights at the bars every weekend. That's just me
I
personally.
don't want
I
a
mean,
gamer or a bar fly. It's like, do I have to have one or the other? Can I have something different? Just like a lady that reads books, knows what the library looks
I
like,
mean,
you know,
some women
has
might.
time to meditate and relax, maybe does a little yoga or something. I don't want a gamer or a barfly, but I
It's
think
all
there
an
has to
addiction,
be
you
something
know.
in the middle
Social
between the
media,
two
social
extremes.
media is an addiction too. You spend a lot of hours on social media on these lives. It's all
Wait, say it
everybody
again. I
and
can't. I'm saying I was being funny. Say it again.
everybody's doing something. I said you spend a lot of time on Instagram, right?
How much time?
So I'm not
How
sure,
much
but
time?
I see you a lot on here
You
every day.
see me a
So
lot?
you may
Just
meet a
tell me
woman that
what's a
says,
lot.
"Hold on, brother." You
Keep
might
it on me.
meet a
Keep it
woman.
on me,
Hold on,
because I
hold
want to
on.
hear your perspective. I
You
receive
might
it.
you
What's a
might meet
lot?
a you might meet a woman that says, "You know what? You're a
What
nice
is a
guy, but
lot?
you,
Just stay
brother,
there. Stay
calm
there.
down,
Just tell me what's a lot. I want to learn
brother,
too. Can I
relax,
learn from you?
brother, relax."
What's a lot?
You might meet a woman that says, "You know what, Dino, you're a nice guy.
Mm.
You got a Harley and all of this stuff, but you spend too much time on social media." See, you're not talking about what you engaging in. You focused on the
But I'm
game aspect.
asking you, how much is too much? How
It
much is a lot?
depends. It
Let's start
depends
with
on
how
the.
much is a lot, and
It
then we'll
depends
move into
on who
your
you. It
opinion of how
depends on
much
who
is
you
too
ask.
much.
It depends
Huh?
on who you ask. It
I'm
depends on.
asking
Yeah.
you.
Me
I'm
personally,
asking you.
if you spend more than 2 to 3 hours a day on social media, that's a problem. That's from me personally.
I never spend more than 2 or 3 hours a day on
Okay.
social media.
When's the last
Never.
time you went? When's the last time you went 3 days without coming on Instagram?
3 days without coming on
Three
Instagram,
days
period, looking at it on my
consecutively
phone or
without
going live.
without looking at it, without even coming on the app. 3 consecutive
Okay.
days.
Probably have to be at least like 3 months.
So how can you talk about a man who's responsible, pays his bills, everything's intact, but he likes to play Xbox on his downtime? How can you talk about a person like that when you're spending hours and hours on social media? There's
He,
nothing
Okay,
productive
so
on there. There's
I'll
nothing
answer it
productive in
for
this
you.
space.
I'll answer it for you. What I do, my social media and my interactions through social media is a part of what I do to make money. I do promotions, I model clothing, I make money with my social media. So I have to engage with social media. When people send me DM messages, it's because they don't have my direct phone number, but they still want to contact me in order to do business. So I have to.
Hey, it is what it is, bro. All I'm saying is I don't see anything wrong with a person who plays video games. I don't care if they 70 years old. If their responsibilities are in order, their life is intact, I don't see anything wrong with it.
I didn't say it's a wrong. Don't you remember when I came on? I said, I didn't say it was right or wrong. I said, me, I'm not a gamer. I don't want to be a gamer. I don't want to be a barfly. I don't want a woman that's a gamer or a barfly.
Right, but you
I
made
want to
a
be
statement
somewhere
though.
in the middle. You know what
You
I'm
made a
saying?
statement. Your statement was at 30 years of age, you should stop, you should seize all video games and toys and all of that stuff. That's what you said. And I can turn around, I feel the same way about social media. I don't feel
Mhm.
like people over 40 years old should be on social media. To me, that's pathetic. And this is my eyes, depending on your platform. Like I know Blue, he has a professional platform. He's on here, he's doing his thing.
I was about to say my show
If
4 hours long.
if you
I do.
just on here floating around lob to lob, 40, 45 plus, that's sad for me. Now, if you on here with a purpose, that's different. But if you on here just floating lob to lob, having casual conversations, not getting anything
So,
out of it, 40 plus years old, to me, that's a
so I,
problem.
I respect your opinion, but I would challenge you with thinking of it this way. Even if I did get on or anybody else get on and go from live to live for an hour or 2 hours a day, what's happening is a person hopefully is having meaningful discussions and they're learning things from each other through the engagement. It's not debating, it's not arguing, it's not bad talking another person. Bitch, you ain't got no man. Oh, you fat ass and all that shit. If you notice when I come on my brother's platform, there's usually a topic on top. We're talking about something productive. We have a little fun with it, but I go away from this experience just as though if I was interacting in person because I can see him, I can hear him, I can hear you, I can't see you, but I'm gaining something. If I go into a video game world, I don't see what I'm gaining. I mean, a lot of people play Grand Theft Auto. Is that something I should go to learn? Okay, they play Call of Duty. Is that what I need to learn? I mean, just think about what it is that we're talking about. It's just two different worlds. And in my world, I'm not judging your world. I'm just saying it's not for me. That's all.
The
Look,
segment.
bro, I respect it. To each his own,
Yep.
like I said.
Hmm.
But I'm just trying to tell you that it's a lot of professional people that play video games. I'm telling you, I've interacted with them, I played with them. I'm talking about high earners. Like I said, doctors, lawyers, firefighters, military personnel. A lot of men rather be in their homes versus being out, being in chaotic spaces. That's what you got to understand. Everybody's not like you. Everybody don't want to hang out in the clubs and promote. Some guys are introverts. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you laughing, but it's you
I'm
got to look
laughing
at the other
because
side of the coin.
no,
Some
listen,
men are introverts,
Everything is
brother.
in
and a lot of these
moderation,
guys.
man.
And listen, a lot of these men are married. A lot of men are married, and their wives don't have a problem with it because their wives rather than be home than be out running the
Hold on a second.
streets, riding around a Harley
Hold
Davidson.
on a second.
Every
Segment. Good evening. I don't know if you're a man or woman. I've never spoken to you
I'm a
before.
dude. I'm a guy. I'm a guy.
All right. Good evening, sir.
How you doing, man?
All right. Is
No, I just want to mention.
pancake bread.
I believe that everything is in moderation, right? I mean, for me, for example, I'm a productive man. I'm married. I have children. and during your down space, in which I believe not even just man, I believe every woman should have their down space or their space to where they just enjoy it, even if it's. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't play video games, right? I mean, I get on social media, right, here and there, maybe for a while. So I think everything is in moderation, as opposed to just saying you're not a man or you shouldn't be over 40, you shouldn't be on there completely. I mean, why not, right? I mean, the job is done for the day, or however it is. You should use it in moderation and then do what you want during your downtime. As long as there's nothing toxic and just insane, have your time.
Agreement is the fact that I put standards on it saying that you should not do this at a certain age. That's your disagreement?
What's that?
Your disagreement with me is the fact that I said if you're over a certain age, you should not handle yourself this way in more than 30.
I didn't honestly, I just got here probably about 5 minutes ago, so I didn't hear. I heard Chicken talking, I heard Dino talking, so I was just going off of that. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. Well, that's not good. All right, so I'm the one
I'm just going off of that.
say he had an issue with gaming. I did, not Dino. And then Chicken's rebuttal was against me saying that. I gave an age, 30. Actually, the comment said 30. I said 35 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
And I also said that you could be more productive trying to lead in your community, your family, finding some way to pay off a credit card, finding some way to pay off your car, your mortgage, learning an additional skill or trade to make you a better man. That's what I said.
Yeah. No, I actually agree with that as well, as far as just like being more productive with that.
That's
I mean, I don't.
But his disagreement is the fact that I said you can't. He said there's other high earners. So if a doctor's playing video games, I'm sure he's already a 1%. So 1% of the 1% playing a video game, I can contest with that. I don't even have an argument or rebuttal for that because it's such a small, minute number we're talking to. But I'm saying the average man, the average black man who makes $50,000 a year, I think his time at a certain age would be better filled and used to earn income for him and his family, to find a way to either get a better job, find become an entrepreneur, or find additional income. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Use that time more productive because there's so much more room for growth, basically.
Yes, this is exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're past 35, you have a 10-year-old. You should be, as a man, trying to find a way to go be an active part of your son or daughter's life because they're active in school.
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
Now,
100%.
Mind you, I'm not saying don't have downtime. I just consolidate mine on a Saturday and Sunday. It's football season. I'm going to do everything I need to do as far as productivity through the week. Saturday, I'm going to get on the grill. I'm going to watch football all day. And this is a long period of time. Then I might watch one game on Sunday, but I consolidate all my stuff on Saturday. So as a man who played football and watches football, if you say, hey, that's too much, you should only limit it to one game, I give you a rebuttal because I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm productive. I have a full-time job. I have a podcast. I have another small business on the side. I'm utilizing all my time. And by the end of my day at 10 o'clock at night, I still got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So I'm only judging based on the functionality and the actions that I have. And me saying, and then Chicken, respectfully, he's like, hey, you can't say the man's not a man. I can. I'm not saying he doesn't have opinions and he doesn't lead his household, but I think that he should utilize his time better to be more productive.
For sure.
Because if you make $50,000 or $60,000, because some places if you're in Miami, New York, or LA, or California. Let me say that, California, and you only make $60,000, you are struggling. You need to you cannot afford to play Call of Duty two hours a night. You cannot afford to play Grand Theft Auto or Madden or 2K, I think it is. You should be trying to find another part-time. You should be on the internet clicking something to get you another $50 that night or something.
What about the guys that are content with their lives, Blue? Like, what about the guy that's making $50,000? He has a 1-bedroom apartment, 2015 Honda Accord. He's happy.
Well, ain't nothing we can tell that person then.
More money. He's happy with his life.
Ain't nothing we can tell that person then.
Yeah, I agree.
That's on them. I mean, but typically, the thing is, I think the issue is typically a lot of times that doesn't happen. You have those same guys that are just quote unquote content. They tell themselves they're happy, but then there's a lot of complaining down the line.
Well, I got a question for both of y'all then, and Dino. I want all y'all to answer.
Yeah.
If a man is content, he works, he gets paid every 2 weeks. He clocks in. He's a W-2 employee. But on the Wednesday before the Friday that he gets paid, he has less than $20 in his account. He didn't save any money, and he doesn't know how he's going to eat on Thursday unless somebody, his boss, buys him lunch. How is that being content?
What was
Yeah.
the last part? He does what now?
He can't afford to buy his lunch on Thursday before the Friday because he's out of money.
Wow.
Go ahead. I'm
That's a
listening.
problem.
Is he complaining?
Well, no, Chicken said he's content.
No, I'm saying the average man. I'm saying the average man
The
who's
average,
content with his life. You know, everybody doesn't desire a home. You know, everybody doesn't have children. Like you said, the coaching and stuff on the weekends. I get what you're saying. Be more productive in your community, in your life. But you got some men out here that are childless. They making average money. They got their 1-bedroom apartment, the Honda Civic. They happy.
hold on. I understand what you're saying. You're telling me this man who more than likely, and by majority, as they would say, can't get a woman because if you only have a 1-bedroom apartment, driving a Honda Civic, making $50,000, you are not desirable. You know what it is to hear a woman say no to you.
That
Not
that
desirable,
same
not
man
desirable
wouldn't
who?
have
By
an
most,
issue getting a
by
woman
most
either,
women?
though.
No, he's desirable. He may not be desirable in the West, but he's desirable. Trust me. An average man that's childless,
Hold on,
Nah, he's
Chicken.
he's highly
not desirable.
sought
That
after.
that person that y'all just described, he's not
Hold
desirable.
on.
He's not desirable to who? You know how hard, brother. You talking about a man with his basics in order. There's not too many men out here with their basics in order. See, we talk about it like it's nothing.
But
The
listen,
brothers on this panel may have their basics in order, but if you get 100 men in a room, half of them gonna be fucked up. There's a lot of
hold on,
brothers out here that
hold
don't
on. But
have. When I
Chicken,
say basics,
are we talking
when I
about the
say
same? Are we talking about the same guy that my man just said that struggles right before his paycheck comes
I'm
to eat?
talking about basics,
We're
there's a
talking about that.
lot
No,
of
hold on. We're talking about that guy.
no.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
But what you're saying is a man making $50,000 a year with no kids in a 1-bedroom apartment is not desirable, and I
Nope. But I'm
disagree with you.
adding all the other things that he mentioned, such as he's pretty much hungry the day before his check comes in. That's not desirable
Desirable to who?
to women.
Hold
Brother,
on.
see, you focus on a majority of 304s. You're talking about women who want men that don't want them.
Listen, Chicken. All right, so hold on. Before I just want to make sure I'm getting this guy right. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep saying my man. What's Ricardo? Can you explain this guy one more time for me, please? Just to make sure, because they're desirable, and I mean, will he find
You're
someone?
breaking up.
Yes, but is he desirable? No. But go ahead. I want to make sure I got this guy we're talking about right.
So you're telling me a man making average money that's childless with his own, hold on, brother, with his own camp. He has his basics in order. He's not desirable. You sound like the women now. So you telling me a man got to make a certain amount of money for him to be desirable.
Nope.
Now you sound like a modern woman.
See, why you keep talking? I would like for Ricardo to explain that guy again.Maybe I heard something different. Can you describe that guy again?
You sound like a modern woman. You just told me a man that's childless,
be quiet. Damn, shut
a year
Chicken.
is not desirable.
Hold on, Chicken. Hello, Chicken.
Quiet.
Chicken. Sir, for the last time, you acknowledge I'm trying to speak to you. Are you?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Knowledge?
I'm trying to get the description of that guy. You were speaking of.
Talking to Chicken.
Chicken. Got you.
Sir.
I hear you.
Okay. Do not insult him again. This is your final warning.
I didn't
calm down.
But I'm gonna let him talk. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Understand what I'm saying. Do not insult him again.
I hear you, brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna respect your platform.
Thank you. All right, go ahead, Segment.
No, I was just trying to get better clarification of that guy you described to us, just so I can.
Okay. I just added normal caveats because he said he's average. The average income, no matter what your state is in the continental 48, is $50,000 for a black man. That's, you can look it up. Somebody say 47.5, somebody say 52. Let's run it off the even. So I'm $50,000 with 1 bedroom with a Honda Civic, which is what he gave me. Then that man is not doing well. Like some places, yeah, a one bedroom efficiency is gonna cost you $750. But if you still paying for Honda Civics aren't cheap that like that no more. They're still $20,000. If you pay light, water, gas, mortgage, any kind of and insurance on your vehicle, your leftover is not that much. It's just the math is not there. So that's my point. This man is struggling at 50,000 with very minimal bills. And if your point is yes, he's struggling, but he's maintaining. Yeah, I mean, because the problem is you can't afford to go on a date. You don't have the money for it. Your disposable income is less than 150, 200 per month. That means you can't buy any additional clothes. If anything goes wrong outside of your normal budget, you're having a bad month.
Right.
See,
100% agree.
you know
And
you
that's
know what I find astonishing. We come on these lives and we talk about 50,000 like it's nothing. But when I'm sitting back and I'm looking at the numbers, I'm looking at the national average, it's not adding up. Everybody on Instagram is making six figures, but the numbers are telling us otherwise. So what I'm seeing is we got a lot of people fibbing and lying about their income on these platforms because
100%.
the numbers not forced. We know what the national average is for men. So everybody comes up here and they're hoaxing and they're lying. Everybody's making six figures. Something's not right.
okay. So I think there's a disconnect here, right, Chicken? Because the thing is,
Give me
he
1 second to respond,
he
sir.
is
Give me 1
saying,
second to
go
respond.
ahead,
Give me 1 second
go
to
ahead.
respond. So chicken, I've heard I've heard people say they made certain amounts of money, and when I looked, I was taken aback because I was like, it ain't adding up. So I do agree on that point. But at the same time, no one, I don't think, here on this platform this evening has discussed their personal income. So it's kind of like taking that left turn. It doesn't really apply to here. What my brother is explaining is a scenario. And based on that scenario that he's given, he's asking questions in order to get a thought process and a dialogue going just in a general way. You have to have some foundation and a premise in order to create a discussion. And the discussion that he came up with was, is dating dead in 2023? Men need to step it up. And I'm sure there are, and see, I'm not going to say most because I don't know most women, although I would love to. There are some women that will say, yeah, I think men these days is playing too many goddamn video games. Well, bitch, I think men is watching too much motherfucking Instagram booty models. Well, I don't know. I'd rather him be watching them goddamn booty models for a little while than to be on them motherfucking games, leaving them blunt ashes all over my goddamn living room floor. Well, what you gonna do when they start DM messaging? So we know that there's certain discussions that go on, but I'm gonna say, men, we need to step it up. We're failing our society. We're basing our morals. Some of us, or I'm gonna say too many. Is it Blue? Is it? Would you mind? Do you think it's safe for me to say there's too many of us that are basing our moral foundation and our thoughts of success based on outside sources and people projecting it on us as what it's supposed to be, and we're failing because our idea of success can't be how many fucking chains we got on our neck, what kind of car we drive, if we got some fucking big emblems and we advertising somebody else's European brand all over our bodies, which is further advertising for other people to spend money with them instead of spending money with me or him or you or you. We gotta do better. All this, everybody's a fucking, I love all my people that's feeding their families. But if another motherfucker come out and tell me they over 40 and they finna start rapping, nigga, another rapper? I said, man, let me chill for a minute. Go ahead, Blue.
Hey,
So
God
Blue,
dang.
let me ask you something, Blue. When you said men have to step it up, now I know you're talking from a financial point. How much do you feel a man should earn yearly?
I'm not saying I'm saying overall in general. I think that the black men, because you like hold on, I'm sorry. Is this segment or is this chicken talking?
This chicken, this
Okay,
chicken.
sorry about that. All right, I'm not giving a number because like I've seen somebody I know in the comments, they just say $100,000 is not a lot of money. A bullshit,
That's crazy.
because I'm disagreeing. What I'm saying is, if you're single and only living off of 50,000, you should try to aspire for more. I'm saying we should, as black men, all four of us, should try to do more, give more back, help younger versions of us, treat women just a little bit better. Yeah, look, if a woman is a 304, then she's a 304. Guess what? I'm not fucking talking about her.
Yeah.
Leave her whatever she's gonna do. There are good women who are not rambunctious, who are not 304s, who still can't find a man. I'm talking to those women. I'm talking to those women who are educated, trying to do this and that, but they're not independent. They want to be dependent and find a man. I'm talking to those individually. So if you see one who's independent, you say, "Hey, I don't need you. Go to the left. Find someone who says, listen, I'm looking for purpose. I'm looking to find a black man who wants to help me and my family and start a family." That's who I'm talking to. So if you're a 304 and you had a hot girl summer and your hot girl summer involved you sleep with 3 to 4 men per week for 12 weeks,
Mm,
I'm not fucking.
I agree, man. I think what me and you disagree at is the 50,000. I feel like 50,000 is good money for a brother with no kids. And see,
Yeah,
it's good money. It's good money in Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
for sure.
$50,000 is a lot of money. And so, see, the problem is black people, we tend to migrate to the same three states. And that's what we're basing everything off of. Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, and
So Georgia,
California.
Well, that's
And
what.
see, of course, in those three areas, 50K ain't nothing, but we migrate to the same areas where inflation is at an all-time high. So everybody don't live in Houston. Everybody don't live in Atlanta. Everybody don't live in Fresno County. Some brothers living in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, one-bedroom apartment is $750 a month. So you damn right, 50,000 is a lot of money to some
I
people.
live outside.
All right, so
I live
go
out
ahead.
in Nashville. I can find a one bedroom that fits in the hood for 750, but I can't find a decent one bedroom where I can actually leave my door unlocked for
And
750.
I right, and I think the thing was, again, I think there was a disconnect between what Blue was saying and how Chicken took it as far as 50K. 50K isn't the problem. One bedroom apartment isn't the problem. A 2013 Honda Accord is the problem. I think the part where I was saying was that as far as what women desire, and the word was struggle. He's struggling making that money. So it's not the money, it's his poor money management. And that's why I said
Oh
women
yeah.
won't desire that man because he's struggling with that money. That's what I'm saying. A one bedroom is fine. A 2000 whatever Honda Accord is fine. 50K is fine. You're doing your thing by yourself. But if you're struggling, that's where you're not desired.
I think we got to take a look at a person individually, and we got to realize most people are living beyond their means. You got people taking
100%. For
you
sure.
got people that take 3 to 4 trips a year out the country on a 40,000 a year salary.
100%.
This is the
Hey,
stuff we got to examine.
I'm gonna laugh because that person you didn't give a gender. That person who takes 3 trips out the country is not a man.
Right? It's always a woman. So this is the stuff. That's why when you hear these women say they need 100K, they need 200K. These are the things that are in the back of their mind.
That's what, yeah. They want to be funded with their lifestyle that they desire. They want to be funded.
All right, gentlemen, I need
So
my panel. If y'all want a chicken and segment, you want to give a couple 1 minute closing. Then I got like 6
yeah,
people.
I'm gonna calm down,
I
brother.
came
Appreciate you.
down. I came
Appreciate
down.
both
Appreciate
of
you.
y'all.
All right.
Now, Dino, don't get mad at me. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Now listen, first of all, I want to say this, Blue. I want to say that regardless of the outcome, I really, really appreciated those those minutes that I just spent engaging in the conversation with all three of you, because you noticed that there were multiple different opinions, but it was civil, and everybody had an opportunity to express their opinion based on their own situation, their thoughts, and their beliefs, and it was still civil. Chicken threw a piece of something threw a little piece of mud at the brother, and then you stepped in and said, "Don't do that, Chicken." He said, "You know what? I'm gonna respect your platform, brother." That's grown man
Agree.
shit. I fucking love that. There wasn't all the, "Oh, well, fuck you and I'm a camp," and jump out and run and all that. He stayed in, gave respect, and continued the discussion with his opinion. And that's when his opinion can be respected as well, regardless if I agree or not. And that's what I think we need more of, is intelligent discussions with each other, where whether or not we agree, we can have civil discussions and learn from one another. I applaud that.
Yeah. Again, thank you both, gentlemen. I'm finna bring two women up. You'll laugh. I got like 7 people trying to come up, so we're gonna be entertained by these two. That's for damn sure.
And make sure to support the host. You see tagged at the bottom, Southern Standard Inc. is the Cash App.
Sit down.
Throw the Cash App party,
Sit down
baby.
and don't mess with all that shampoo. You understand? Is it cold or hot? Oh, Jesus.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with women?
Put
Gosh.
yourself on mute until you're ready. B, what's going on tonight?
What's up? What's going on? Of course, it's Monday Night Football. Bills up. I already knew Aaron Rodgers was going to lose. I just giving you guys a quick
And let
update.
us see what you're holding. Cam up and let us see, because last time you had it.
I ain't drinking that tonight.
Okay.
You sound like you starting an old Chevy. You couldn't even get it out.
I was going to be civilized tonight.
Okay. So look, we're gonna get you. Do you, when you go out with your friends, your cousins, your whoever, right? How do you see a black man with a black woman on a date, even in Atlanta?
Being honest, you don't really see that no more. Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, you honestly don't. Like a lot of guys try to talk to me, like they really, really try to talk to me, but I don't get on the time of day. I kind of shoot them left a lot because a lot of guys don't know how to date. They don't even know how to ask you on a real date anymore. And that's why I said this is a good question. Is dating dead? Because I'm really wondering that, because I'm like, really, like, you want me to cook you a meal? Or guys, I don't know what's going on with the guys these days. I want to know.
You know what we want to know from you?
Yes.
Can you tell me, Blue, and everybody else in the comments, what is your suggestion for how a man, in your opinion, should just approach a woman from the beginning and ask her on a date, or tell her that he thinks she's attractive? What would be something like, say, for instance, you were in a supermarket. What would really just tickle your fancy in a man's approach?
Me, for me, it's about respect. Like, seriously, it's about approaching me. When you approach me, you gotta approach me with respect. I don't like these women. They talking crazy, talking about guys gotta make 50K, 100K, and all that. No, you need someone that got a head on their shoulders, because he may not be making 50 to 100K, but guess what? He may be in college doing something that, if you stay down with him and you stick by him, he may be making 1.5 million. You stay down with him the right way. It's all in your character. So when I see a guy, to approach me, you got to show me that you got some kind of ambition. I like to see a guy with like goals. You could tell a guy that is down because he probably went through something and trying to come back up versus a guy speaking to you that is really a bum. Like a bum gonna come to you in a in a way where if you reject him, he can't even handle rejection. Kind of like the girl who got hit by the brick.
Mm.
Hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm not talking about her because there was a video.
Right.
It didn't actually happen, and that
Right.
was allergic
That's
to action.
tricky
Nobody
situation.
actually hit her. She's trying to get another GoFundMe, so let's not talk about her. One.
Oh wow, that's another scam.
Yes.
These black girls making that look bad.
She already
Right.
got.
Wow, God, leave that making that look bad. Cause women really do go through that
Okay, but
though.
not her.
Yeah, we ain't gonna use.
Voice
So
on
I
the
didn't
voice.
even know she scammed. We ain't gonna
Mhm.
use her as an example. Y'all erase that. Erase out. We ain't gonna use that
No,
example.
no, there's no video of it happening. They post, and she's like, "Hey, they didn't help me, right? Because
Wow.
it hit. She had an allergic reaction to something else, and now she has 40,000 on a GoFundMe. This is not her first attempt to get a GoFundMe. She had a previous attempt, and they also showed how she was slapping work on. But yeah, I had.
See, women. This is the problem. See that what they just said. Y'all gotta stop trying to scheme and scam.
Everybody want to go
Let me
find.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. I
Yes.
knew that woman was tricky because when you get hit with a brick, you ain't shaking your neck like that in the hospital. Think about it. If somebody knocked you upside the head with a brick, are you going to be in the hospital sitting up, shaking your head, crying, and doing all this? Heck no, you're going to be like this. You know, he did move. Like, I kept saying that to people, and they were like, Arroya, you know, out of all people, you should be sympathetic. No, out of all people, I've been knocked out in the head. I
Yeah.
know a nigga ain't shaking their neck. I'm not shaking my neck like that. I'm be like this. Oh, like you ain't, yeah. And nobody, like, you just got hit in the whole head with a brick.
Didn't say I was right. I didn't say it was right. Okay, so
Oh,
no, because somebody said the people were wrong. Like people have pathetic. Black people want to help black women. We keep on saying that black men don't care. Yes, we do. Because guess what? My mother is a black woman. Dino's mother is a black woman. We do care for women. We don't act and behave the way we would like, but that don't mean I'm just going to totally disregard them. I'm going to say, I'm going to have a platform like I do and say, hey, can we do better? What can I do?
right.
Okay. I want to say something right quick, and this to speak on behalf of y'all black men, and this something that I'm gonna bring back to y'all females. An epidemic that I seen this summer that made me very, very, very angry, cause it told me that the reason why we having such lack there of communication is because I seen that a lot of black women want to be something that we are not,
Want to be what?
and want to be something that we are not. This summer you had 2 movies drop. You had a movie with the Little Mermaid with a beautiful woman with her locks, representing the black culture. Then you had another movie drop a week later, Barbie. I done seen a billion black women try to be a Barbie. Even the stars that they look at on the TV having Barbie parties. Everybody want to go get plastic lips
But
like
what's
Barbie.
wrong with that though? Just because you want to get blown up or the whatever, that don't knock the fact that you don't want to be who you are. If you
That
have small lips,
not the fact
no,
that you don't
I
want
just
to be who you are. That's showing insecurity.
I disagree with that because hold on, Blue, let me please. When it come to that, it's not about insecurity. If you don't like something because you don't like it and you want to fix it, that's not insecure. That's you plain out don't like it.
Baby, let me tell you something. If you think something wrong with what God gave you, you need to look in the mirror deeper.
Yeah, but I don't think it's anybody's.
Because if you want to be made by Mattel, that's a problem.
Yeah, but guess what? God bless that person.
If you want to be a dog in a box, that's a problem. If you want to live in a doghouse, that's a problem. That's a mental problem.
Okay, can I say something, Blue? Look at this. But God bless that plastic surgeon's hands to be a great plastic surgeon. That didn't come from the devil. God blesses people with certain talents.
But who told you God gave him that? Don't be lying on God. Now, don't put God in no other crazy. You can't be using God. Now, we can't bring spirituality into wholeality. You can't mix the two. because you want titties and ass for a man to be interested in you. Don't put that on God, because if your spirit right, you'll get that same man looking just the way God made you. So don't ever say what God did was wrong. Don't speak on God when you speaking on becoming Mattel dolls and Mattel little toys, because that's what y'all doing. Y'all look like a piece of shit from Mattel.
Oh,
Remember when
okay.
we growing up, the little dolls and toys we played with? That's what they look like, for real. And that's what they act like. They, first of all, black women don't even show black men respect. And
Okay.
they'll sit up there and compare them to some rich, old, silver dollar ass white boy. Oh, why you ain't doing this? He ain't doing that. Because one thing is, he don't have the same opportunity as this man, and he don't have the same woman behind him as that man. Because I guarantee you'll never hear the white women sit up there and talk their men down the way we do, or make them feel bad about the way they're behaving. Like you just said, like that one woman gonna put on here, she need a man that make 100K. Oh, 100K ain't nothing. 100K is a lot. You get your ass out there and go make 100K and see how hard it is to go make 100K. Because you ain't making 100K until you do 4 years in college, baby. And you got to sit down and think about it unless you want to go sell pussy. I mean, but you know, everybody telling their daughters to sell pussy, and that's the right way.
A
I don't teach my
100,
kids to sell
a
pussy.
100,
Hold on,
Just for real.
hold on,
Yeah,
100K.
whether you sell your pussy on a high platform or a low
hold
platform.
on,
Oh,
hold
let me
on.
tell
B. All right, look. First, do not
you. Yes.
insult each other again. I'll drop both of y'all down. That's one. Two, stop trying to overtalk each other. It's not feminine. I'm sorry. Three, I'm gonna let y'all drop your points off. We're gonna go back to the topic. Do not insult each other again, and let's have a civil conversation. Y'all, black women, this y'all to talk like this. You think that you person try to get your point across? Once you finish that sentence, no. And I want to wrong. I want to hear both your perspectives. Everybody's enjoying the conversation, but stop with the insult. You don't have to insult somebody. Like I probably hit the biggest insult tonight when I said if a man is over 40 and he spends his time playing video games instead of being productive, but I have a solution for him. I want him to be more productive in the community. I want him to get another. So if he's just a tired guy, hey, what can you do to be a manager? Let's be more productive. And I'm holding to be more productive as men, so then I can find women like you two who want to hold women to be more accountable as women. So
Facts.
no more insults, please, both of you. So Lady Blue, drop your point, then B, you drop yours, and then we're gonna move on to we're going back to
I'm gonna move on. I don't even, she said what she said, and there's nothing I can say. Like, she said what she said. I ain't gonna debate with nobody who feel the way they feel, Like, what point is that to do?
I mean I still want you to have your opinion. I don't want
No,
nobody
I
coming on.
understand, but I said it. I feel like God, for me, I feel like God blesses people with amazing talents. I feel like God blessed people to be electricians, people to build airplanes, people to build astronauts, people to heal people and be be heart surgeons and give heart transplants, and surgeons who help people and save people's lives. And I feel like there's surgeons who know how to do amazing physical artwork to people's bodies. And I don't feel like that only comes from the devil. I feel like God also blessed people who, there's amazing plastic surgeons who really love God and put God first and have really Christian lifestyles and love God. And I feel like God blesses them. So for me, I just feel like that's a talent. And I feel like it's nothing in the Bible that says plastic surgery is against is a condemnation. I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And it might be in there, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see that, but it might be there. So for me, I just don't think that people should just diss
So
people who want to get plastic surgery or who want to fix themselves, whether they're insecure about something or whether they're not confident about something or whether they just want to alter it because they have the money or the means, and that's something that they've been wanting to do and they just have a way to do it. However, the reason why, I don't feel like people should just shun people and make them feel like they're a terrible person or they're doing something terrible because they decide to do that. That's all I'm saying.
oh, that's good. I was just confused because I was wondering, when was plastic surgery going on during biblical times?
Are you serious? Anyway, all right. So, ladies,
Yeah, I was had lost a little bit.
I,
She threw me off. I said, dog, they were getting BBL back in.
Dino's my co-host, so he ain't going nowhere. I still got 5 people that are want to come up. I want
I
to get
know.
you one.
I love y'all, Blue.
Both of y'all, both of y'all, I want y'all, know, y'all both are welcome. Please come give your opinion whenever I have a good topic, and I appreciate your candor as well as your opinion. All right, so I'm gonna ask both of y'all one question.
Yes, sir.
So you were kind of mentioning it. You said
Mhm.
you live in Greater Atlanta. I'm not asking the city. You said you don't often see that many black couples, a man of African American descent, going out on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. And you also said men don't know how to approach you, right? So let's just say I'm single or Dino's single and he's not busted, but what can a man do when he's approaching you for you to say yes? You can take me out to Cheddar's. You can take me out to Olive Garden, Longhorns, somewhere on Camp Creek. I don't give a fuck where it's at. But you will say yes. What are these men who approach you before? What can they do differently for them to get a yes and you actually entertain them? Don't put them right in sunken place. I'm talking to you, B, and give them a relationship.
Hmm. Hmm. Wow, that's a hard question in today's time because it really it's not really a direct answer to that because all I can say is come up to me respectfully and ask me something. It can just come with something unique. I like uniqueness. I like a person that thinks through what they're going to do. Don't just walk up to me and say nothing stupid. Cause you say something stupid, I'm gonna say something stupid, as you know. I mean, if you say something stupid to me, I'm gonna say something stupid to you. But if you say something nice to me, I'm gonna say something nice to you. So I just say, come to me and say something respectable. To start the conversation off, start it off very respectfully, and we can start a conversation. I don't know how that conversation may start. Like yesterday, I mean, I met someone yesterday, but I
As
don't know where that's
long as he
gonna
don't
lead
come with a
to.
brick or something.
No, he came to me right. The Falcons had won. He came with the Falcon flag, grabbed me by the waist, and we started dancing and stuff. And then he had put me on the top of his truck, and we started doing shots. And it was real nice and fun. And I was kind of really feeling him. It was his birthday and stuff. Then he told me I looked like I was 28 years old, so he was almost in. I'm about to bust 40, so telling me I look like I'm 28, a heck of a compliment. But I don't know. It's all in a nice approach, a nice respectable approach. It can come in many different
Okay.
ways.
All right, ladies.
Blue, you heard she said what to do with your truck. Grab her by the waist and throw up on top of it.
Lady Blue, what you got?
Um, well, for me, when I do date, or if I did date now, of course, it would be somebody who has kids. I wouldn't date somebody who doesn't have kids because I wouldn't want to, like I don't know, just after all the Instagram. But if I dated a man, I mean, before dating a man has to be dominant. He has to be dominant and he has to be smart. And if that man is smart and he has a great conversation, he got me.
I agree.
He got me. Like it's the conversation. Like if he come up to me and he just strikes a conversation, like I don't care if it's at the kiosk, if it's at the mailbox, if he comes up to me and just knows what type of conversation to have that could just get me to be like, well, I I'm turned on. So I like strong men who take initiative and who are almost like who are very overprotective in their conversation, but like they don't come off a creep. Like it's a thin line. So for me, I think like women like that. Like women like strong men. A woman like a man that takes initiative and it's just a manly, like very manly and masculine. So for me, I feel like a lot of men are very like Like female,
Demasculated.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
female when they come up to you. They be like, "Oh, so you know, so what I got?" Like it's corny. Like I like old school like type dudes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the old school way worked when a man just came up to you and said, "I'd like to take you out to dinner. You're beautiful, and you caught my attention, and I want to get to know you straight up, not
And
the
you know
run
what
around."
else be? No offense, I don't want to cut her
No,
off,
go ahead.
but another thing is, it would be nice if single men actually approach women too, because it seems, I don't know why it seems like married men are the most boldest men in the world. They have just so much time to build a relationship, and the single men, I don't know what the single men are out here doing, but
Mhm.
it just seems like the married men, they got all the time, the dates, and you find out 5 months after you liking somebody, they got a whole
Yep,
household, kids, and
that's
it,
real.
it like that's
That's
what's kind
real.
of
It's a lot of men who are taken, who shoot
mhm,
shots.
all the time.
Yep.
All right. I appreciate both of y'all. I didn't know y'all going in waiting, so I appreciate both of y'all. I got another couple I'm gonna bring up, so we'll be back, y'all. I'll send out the topic in the morning.
Okay, good
All
night.
right, Blue.
Thank
I know he's acting funny
you.
now.
Yeah, he gonna act
You.
funny when we brought up about them married
Hold
men,
on, hold
huh?
on, hold on.
It's okay. No, you just your energy different tonight, but it's okay. That's how people be.
I'll speak on that. Let me get both of y'all together before we go. Anytime y'all start yelling at each other, my energy's gonna change. I'm not gonna yell back at you, but I don't like that shit. I don't like
Okay.
doing that shit. So if it happens, it fucks with me. I don't like it, and
Okay.
I'm gonna change. So if
Okay.
you're participating in it, yes, I'm different because I don't like to see it.
Okay.
Y'all do it.
All right now, Blue, that start turning me on now. I like
Okay.
seeing men start getting aggressive and stuff now. Y'all here getting me hot now. I'm gonna have me a wet dream about you tonight now, Blue. Now don't be getting all hostile like that. Now you got me getting my panties wet and stuff. Now my breasts got getting hard and all types of stuff. Ooh.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, you getting in beast mode. I like that. You starting to look like an NFL player on here now. I'm getting my hands stuff together.
Dino, this is all your fault.
I'm about to catch a fight.
Girl, go on, hit the button, please. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Let's see. He's been asking. How little, man.
How you doing?
All right, good evening, sir. What's up, Drake?
Yo, what's up,
Yeah.
bro?
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
I've never talked to you before. Good evening to you. And I should be pronouncing that right. Okay, you had a couple comments in there. What you got for me, sir?
Which one? Me, Travel Eager, or other guy?
No, you Trevor. I know his name. His name is Drake. So I'm talking to you, sir. Trevor.
You can call me King.
I'm sorry.
Well, to your topic,
Hold on.
you can call me
Hold on.
King.
Stop. It says Travel Eager.
Yeah, I was saying you can call me King. This is my backup page. You got disabled.
Okay. But Travel, I don't often call men like that. So
Okay, well, you can call me Travel.
what you got?
All right, so is dating dead in 2023? Yes, chivalry is dead and women killed it. Why do I say that? It's because, well, men adapt to female nature to mate or practice mating. Am I being recorded? What's that?
I mean,
You guys
IG
hear
is.
noise?
I do hear a little bit of feedback, but I'm recording the IG live.
Okay.
But I'm not.
So men adapt to female nature to mate or practice mating or both, right? We can only do what you allow. I know there'll be ladies, they go to extreme. Well, men are forcing themselves on women. We know that's not the majority, a small percentage of men. They're like, well, there's so many undocumented cases. How many undocumented are there? We don't know. That's a feeling. That's a thought, you know? So it's definitely not the majority. So these males that unfortunately most ladies chase. They chase either the rich guy, the good-looking broke guy, the womanizer player, which are a minority of men, because they've been exposed to these men. So they chase them, and they're chasing the same men. That's what I always suspect them of cheating. And when these men don't do them right, they blame all men. That is the issue and why dating's dead. When you expose women, they're consumers. When you expose women to social media and more options, she's gonna want that. She's gonna think, why don't I have that? She's gonna look at her man or the guy she's entertaining who might be average or below. Is like, why you ain't got that? You ain't good enough. And she is going to chase that top guy or that good-looking guy, not even nearly caring what that person requires, what baggage they come with. Right? I'm gonna let you interrupt in 1 second, Strom. And I'll say another thing too, right? How many times have we heard women say, oh, he can get away with that, he's cute. I have women to tell me I get away with so many things just because I'm handsome. I'm like, what if there's red flags? You can ignore them just because I look good, because I got muscles, because I'm well. Were you gonna ignore them because of you're satisfied in certain areas? That's dating wrong. And even the experts have came out and said that. They're the issue. But go ahead.
Well, I want to say this to you, young man. First of all, although I respect your opinion because we're on a platform where we have discussions and we discuss our opinions. And our opinions are normally based on our personal experience. And you've discussed your thoughts, which are hopefully based on your personal experience. But I just don't think you're giving women enough credit. I think that women aren't that shallow that they're going to go on to social media or Instagram and see someone that they think is attractive or see things on there and they feel like, oh, what I have now isn't good enough because what they've seen there. Just like I don't think a man is gonna, myself personally, see these Instagram booty models that I don't follow and I've never seen ever on Instagram. I'm not going to start going and saying, damn, baby, your booty ain't bootying like that Instagram booty model. I need you to get your booty to start bootying like that booty model. That's shallow. It doesn't make sense. So I think we have to give women credit that just because someone's attractive, it doesn't mean that they're for the individual. It means that they can see something that's attractive. Hey, listen, we drive by how many restaurants on our way home? Do we stop and eat at every motherfucking, okay, there's a McDonald's, give me a Big Mac. There's Burger King, give me a Whopper. There's Chili's, give me that bean dip. There's KFC. Give me 2 wings and a biscuit. There's Pizza Hut. Give me a pepperoni. No. Even though it's food and we may even be slightly hungry. And we have to eat to live. We're not putting all that shit in our motherfucking system at once. We gonna get one meal and we gonna be satisfied with that Mickey Figgy. Finger licking good. So we gotta give women a little more credit, sir.
Okay,
Would you
so check this
agree?
out. Sure, we'll give them credit, but the credit I give, you're probably not going to hear. Check this out. If that's the case, then why now we have so many women saying they want a man who wants 6 figures?
Wait, say it again?
If that is the case, why do we have so many women saying they want a man who makes at least 6 figures? With them not knowing, well, that's a very small percentage of men.
Yeah. Well, I can't. Did you say most women?
Yes, the experts. See, here's the thing about our community,
So
right?
stop there.
Hold on. Let me finish.
No, you won't. No, stop.
Let me finish. I'm trying to help you out. Hold on. Bro, calm down. I'm trying to help you out.
You don't know most. So we're gonna
listen. Because guess what? You want to know what they say? They say
we're gonna start there.
Poor people care about opinions and feelings. Rich people care about facts. Do you understand?
don't know facts because you
How do
don't
you know
know
me?
most
Get
women.
out of your feelings and relax for a second.
Hey,
Now check this
How
out.
many women do
If
you know?
listen,
Sir,
brother, listen. I'm trying to
sir,
answer your question.
sir,
Are you
how many women do you
a
know?
dating expert?
How many women do you know?
I've known hundreds. Are you a dating expert?
So now, if you know
So you're not
700,
gonna
let's
host. Is this
say
how
that
your
you know
co-host behaves, host? I thought this was intelligent
let's
black
say
man
that
conversation,
you know 7,000 women. Do you know most women?
bro.
Answer my question.
I,
If you knew, you
I
said
listen. No,
you
you're not
know,
answering my. Listen, you
you
see, this is
said
why.
you know hundreds of
So
women.
this is
I
why,
said if you
bro.
knew 7,000 women, would you know most to speak for women
So listen,
at
bro.
large?
Why don't you
Is that
let
most?
me listen? Won't you let me tell you know how I can speak for most women instead of your ignorance? Oh yes. Oh yes. See, the key to things is when people say statements, make them explain themselves. Right? Now, cool. Are you ready for my explanation? Or you're going to keep playing around like a little kid.
Unless you put a wig on and you got some
So,
falsies and you
host,
got your
this how your
fingernails like
co-host asks
Nicki
host.
Minaj, I don't want you speaking for women. Let the women speak for the women.
Is this how your co-host behaves?
Please don't speak for
We
women.
are men.
Speak
It is
for
our job.
you.
let him.
It is our job to protect. So we have to know about ourselves and women. Is that not correct?
No, you can't speak for most women. They don't want you speaking for them. Women, everybody that wants him to speak for you right now on this live, put a
Bro,
fire emoji
there,
in the comments.
bro,
I'll wait.
there are
I'll
hundreds of women
wait.
I've spoke
I'll
to.
wait.
You know what they told
There's
me?
36
Bro,
people in here, even
I
if
don't,
only 10
brother.
of them are women.
Listen,
If you
you got to
want
get out
him
of
to
your feelings and
represent your
relax, man.
thoughts, put a
We're trying
fire
to have a
emoji in the comment.
conversation. I know it may have triggered you, but you got to relax. Listen, I spoke to tons of women. They tell me this, like, damn, you know more about me than I do myself. I'm like, no, I'm just aware of female nature. It doesn't apply to all, but there's a general consensus. You go from generalities and you break it down to individual. That's how you get information. We can't group everybody. Oh my God, let me go this person, that person, that person. Certain generalizations, make sure they're valid, then break it down more and more and more. That's how you get to know information. We know we can know how many most black men ain't got kids. We get that from data, right?
You
So,
said most what?
so I'm saying most. I gave you an example, like the data. Most black men don't have kids. Cool.
Most
That's from data.
black men, you said most black men don't have kids?
Correct.
Most.
In the USA. Yes. I don't get that from feelings. I get that from research. Right. We know research is not 100% accurate all the time, but it's the best we got other than feelings and opinions. We're men. It's our job to go off of facts, not a bunch of opinions.
Okay,
A bunch
so
of
let's
opinions
get
and
to your
feelings
facts.
have destroyed our
Let's
community.
pause right here. Let's pause
Okay.
right here. Tell me how many men there are in the United States.
I don't know that number offhand,
So
bro.
then you
But
don't have any facts.
I can,
Everything that you
bro.
just said is not based on
For
facts. You
one,
can't tell me that
I
most
can
men
tell you
don't have
how many
children
black
or
men
none
there
of
are.
that because you don't even know how
So,
many men there
so,
are.
so listen, bro. If there's a population 333 million Americans, right? I'm not constantly studying all men. What I study is black men and black women, right?
How many black men are in America?
There's about what 20 million
No,
black men. Was it
no.
40, 20? What is it? Because we're 13% of the population. We have 2 million more women than us. Dude, what is wrong with you? I thought this was a civil conversation. You acting like a chick. Not to be honest
All right,
with you.
listen. Let's get to your point. No more insults.
I mean, no more insults. Look at your co-host, how he behaved. That was an insult itself.
You feel insulted?
You called him.
I was insulted. I don't feel.
But
I know I was
just said
insulted.
you just told me you don't go by emotions, and now you getting emotional. You called me a chick. Now see, If I was going by
So
emotions, I'd have balled my face up and balled my
so
fist and went back and forth with you and called you and insulted you. I'm having fun, but I'm having fun while I disprove what you say so that
you're
you can hear
you're
how silly it
you're
sounds.
not
You're
disproving
trying to be
anything. You're
competent on this brother's
bro.
life,
You're
and you're coming from a false premise.
prove
The things that you're
it's
saying
false.
are not based on
Prove it's
facts, and I'm
false.
showing you that they're
Prove it's
not based
false.
on
You
facts
didn't show me
because
anything. You're
when I
doing a
ask
bunch of
you
talking.
statistical
You're doing me.
information, you don't
You
have the
asked me how many
answers.
men are
You
in the
don't have the
USA. You
answers.
asked me
You don't
how
have
many
the
men in the
answers,
USA.
Sway.
So first of all, bro, you were a clown. Now
Yeah, I'm a
back to
clown.
what we're talking about,
I'm a whole
right?
bunch of clowns.
So,
But you can't answer the
bro,
question. You're trying to
you
give
asked me.
statistical information and you don't know the statistics. Statistics, you don't
My
know
fault.
facts.
Hey, Dre, what you got?
Yo, this my thing, right? Yo, I'm gonna see this. What's his name? Dino, you're a joker, but I'm gonna say this, right? This is my thing that I hear a lot of men saying, and I think that listen, I've been in America 5 fucking years. I'm not American, I'm a Jamaican. I just come here. Like I've been in America 6 years now, right? And my thing, I don't know why people say they have, like this statement says, is dating dead in 2023. I've been in America and since I've dated, I don't think it's dead. I just think it's who people fucking dating. Like, it's just, that's my view. It's who are you dating? Because my thing is, if you're gonna go out with a person, because dating is when you actually go out with a person, right? It's not just talking on the phone. So for me, most women that I've dated, we have a phone conversation. And based upon the conversation, we know if we can go out or not. Based upon the phone conversation, like say we're talking for 2, 3 days. We know if the fourth day we could actually go out on a date or something like that. Because it's technology. It's not like I meet you somewhere and they say meet me back here 12 o'clock. No. We talk on the phone. The guy says chivalry is dead. It's just like for me, I think when you date a woman, for me, and I've dated grown ass fucking woman. I'm not talking about no kids. It's the energy that you give to the woman. That's the energy she gonna give back to you, whether men like that shit or not. Unless she's just if you dating a woman with a nasty behavior, that's on you. But for me as a man, I think the energy that you give to a woman is the same energy she gives to you if she respect you or if you reciprocating the same shit. You get what I mean, Blue? Because Blue, I know you for a little while. I know you got a standard. If you're gonna talk to a woman and she probably gonna call it, "What's up, little nigga, Blue?" You ain't gonna continue. That's what I'm saying. You gotta cut that shit off.
Yeah.
So when I hear men say the dating is not dead. It's just who the fuck you're dating. And for women, it's who you're entertaining. Cause this is my thing. If you're talking to a man over the phone 2, 3 days, what's up, Anita? If you're talking to a man over the phone 2, 3 days, you gotta know the type of man that you're dealing with based upon how he address you. So if you're gonna go out on a date with him and say he step out of line on the first date, okay, cool. You might like him because if a woman do like you, she might look over certain things. If she do like you, because if she don't like you, it's actually a wrap. I know that for women. If she don't like you, especially from the phone conversation, then she give you a chance to meet you in person. And I'm talking about grown ass women that know the fuck what they want. Not talking about kids. If she knows she gonna friend zone you or she gonna date you. So when people say dating is dead, I don't think that motherfucker is dead. I just think it's who you're dating, who you're going out with. The other day I went on a date with somebody and we went to the arcade. I know her for 2 years. Went to the arcade and we play games. We go play pool. We've been going on dates here and there, but it's on a level. So when people say dating is dead, it's not dead. It's who you're dating. It's the level of respect that you have for the woman and the level of respect that the men have for you. Because I say I might be on Instagram, I talk shit sometime on blase blase, but whenever I date a woman or I'm going out on a date, the level of respect gotta be there for me because I don't play with that shit. You ain't call me out of my name, and this is my thing. I learned that after a period of time because I'm 32. When I was much younger, I used to like say shit, call people, women out of their name, but I was learning. But I learned once you're at a level of respect for a woman, I don't call you out of my name. You don't call me out of my name. And if I'm dating you, I generally have a feelings and a level of respect. So dating is not dead. It's just who the fuck most of you guys choosing. And I'm talking about men and women. Back to what the guy talking about. Women say, oh, they want a nigga with 100,000 and all of that shit. I've been in America 5 fucking years. I don't reach to make 100,000. I've made 70,000. I've made 80,000. I've made 60,000. Most women that I've dated, they have made more than me because I mostly date American or women that been here for a long time. The girl that I date right now, she make over 100,000. But the money that she made over 100,000. I make right now. I just started my new job. I make for the year. I make probably like 65,000. Just give you my business a little bit. She make over 120,000. And the money that I make doesn't determine the relationship that we fucking have. It doesn't determine the relationship that we have because it's all about fucking respect. A lot of men dating women that don't fucking respect them. If a woman if a woman only respect you by your tax bracket, she don't fucking respect you. What happens when something happens to you and you gotta lay the fuck down in the house and you can't work? Or you lose your job and you lose everything. So a lot of men go, oh, a woman dating you, if she only dates you based on the tax bracket or respect you based on the tax bracket, she don't fucking respect you. Because anything can happen to you, bro. And if you only respect her, and people would say, oh, you probably date her because she make. I don't give a fuck what you make. I'm not dating you because of what you make, because I could still take care of myself. So dating is not dead. It's just who people dating. That's my little 2 cents on that shit.
Appreciate it. Miss Love.
Hi, a lot of fire in here tonight.
It's all good.
A lot of fire. Thanks for having me, Blue. What's up, Dino, co-host?
How you doing?
Oh, cussing ass Jamaican. I agree with what he said. I love what he said. He is who he is, and he will always be him, and he stays consistent. I love that about my little Jamaican right there. But what I want to say is dating is not dead at all. My opinion on dating is, I think honestly, it's getting better. I'd like to say that people are getting wiser. I think that frivolous spending is ridiculous. I think during the pandemic, a lot of people were flying chicks out and doing all kind of weird stuff all over the world. I seen it happen every day. We all did. But inside joke, we'll tell you about it, Blue. You're gonna love it. But I think that we're at a time where pandemic has changed. I mean, I know there's COVID and all that going on right now, but what I'm saying is, in the mindsets of the grown people and that I know, the adults that I know, I think people are being more intentional right now. And when I say intentional, you're kind of screening. We're pre-screening versus just, feeling compelled. I love it. I love that about men. You guys are being more intentional. I will say that. And I think women are too. Now, I'm not speaking for the world and all women and all men, but I'm usually speaking the Black community. I do see this. I don't like when people, only live in their areas in a city and think that they don't see success in Black couples. But I believe in Black love completely. And I do know that I know a lot of single Black people that are intentional with what they want in their steps in their lives. I think that we are now aligning with our own careers, understanding where we are, where we have availability, making the available time in our schedules to open ourselves up to dating. I think that when you're intentional about it, the man and the woman, right? So what I see is that we're just being more mindful. We are being more frivolous in this state. A lot of people are literally used to just go on dates with this person, that person. I remember just seeing my cousin dating like 4 or 5 women in a week. And I'm like, bro, like that gotta cost a lot, and next year he's not dating not one of them. You know what I mean? And so I love that men are more mindful now and find other ways than just taking a girl to Capitol Grill. You know what I'm saying? You there's other things you can do to date. I know that you guys, I know that Dre asked Blue and you, Dino, if dating was going out. Personally, dating is not going out to me. I've actually been married, so in my mindset, it's got Capitol Grill still open. Shut up, Knots. But dating is not that to me. dating to me is more intentional. So when I look at a man, for instance, I did it today for somebody. You know, I looked at a man, heard about this man, and I ran down the accolades. I don't think that's a problem with getting two people acquainted. We have to get acquainted. I think that when you get acquainted and you have those conversations, the next steps are dating, right? But the next steps of dating to me are intentions. So it's like, okay, let's start here. Let's see if, okay, you got kids, you've been married, where you at in your career, where do you live, where do you plan on living, are you open to moving? That's the beginning stages of just having a conversation. But when you move on to the dating stages, that's more intentional. And I think that's happening more. I think that our people are more intentional with what they're choosing to do. And the time, I think people are valuing their time more since pandemic. I think that our people are literally, now I'm not only speaking to the platform of Blue. I'm speaking to the mature audience. I'm not speaking to the ratchets. I'm not at all speaking to the ratchets. I don't know what y'all do. Y'all got 4, 5, 6. What do you call them? What do you call them, Blue?
Oh,
The sunken places. I'm not talking about those kind of people. I'm talking about the people that truly, you know, are sitting at home and they're single and they're at an age where they don't have time to waste. So I think there's a lot of those people that are literally embracing who they are and they are dating, but they're not going and doing it frivolously at all anymore. They are being mindful of the time spent. I don't think it's more money now than time spent now. So men are monitoring that as well as women are monitoring that.
I believe that too. And I would say that I would say this in support of what Bonita said. A lot of times, sometimes men coming in here, they talk about money, money, money. Sometimes women not even talking about no fucking money. My bad. Sorry about the curse word. Sometimes it's not about money and it's not about spending. Because this is my thing that a lot of men think women want. Not most women, they've been to fancy restaurant. Most women not running down that. They probably just want to go for a walk, a little picnic, a little arcade, a little pool, a little drinks, a little sip and paint, make some perfume, go to a little place, they make some pots, something like that. Most women that have their shit together, they're not looking for expensive restaurant. Most of them not. Most women think about expensive restaurant when they getting to know a person, when they're in a relationship, when they really want to do something specific for the person. I'm not saying most, a percentage of women, and I'm talking about women that I've dated, let me say that, are women that I've known about, they just really want to get to know you. And that's what I said. Dating is not dead. It's just who a lot of people are dating. I know Blue probably go on date. I don't know if Dina go on date. Dina always joking up there. But I'm saying I've been on date, and I say I've been on date with women that they know what they want. The guy that came on before and was saying stuff about women, bro, I'm gonna say this. You gotta evaluate the type of woman them that you're dating, and the behavior that you display to these women. Because as I said, and it's so funny, Blue and Dino, a woman teach me this because I never understand this. A woman say this to me. She called me by my government name, but I'm gonna say Dre for me. She said, Dre, men gotta understand this. Most of the time, whatever behavior we come with, whatever energy we come with, that's the energy they feed off of. And it's not that men can come with a masculine, respectful energy. You understand? Some men behave masculine and disrespectful. So and she was a grown woman, she be like, it's the energy that you come with. And she also said this: if a man makes me happy in a relationship, then he's gonna be happy. And I understand that too. So a lot of times people think when it comes to relationship, finance is a big thing. People talk about finance. I've never had problem with no woman and finance, but you do talk about finance. But it's not a big thing. But relationship and dating, I told you guys, I'm getting married. But relationship and dating and all of that shit, just find somebody that this is my thing. Just find somebody that makes, I'm not gonna say makes you happy, because some people will get it twisted and say, oh, you gotta be happy before all of that shit. Just find somebody that compliments you. You get me? That's it. Just find somebody that compliments you. You know, because guess what? Until you find somebody that compliments you and somebody that understands you, you're gonna sit 4 years, 3 years, 5 years and still say relationship is this, relationship is that. How the fuck you saying that and you haven't been in a relationship 5 years now? Or 10 years now? When last you been in a relationship? Oh, 10 years now. That means you have no relationship updates. You have nothing to talk about. It's like you still have the, you get me? It's like an iPhone that's been outdated. You can't give no example. So that's why I say find somebody that's compatible with you. Find somebody that you could work with. You understand? And you could be happy. Like as I say, I go out, I date, and anybody I go out and date with, I'm always happy with them. That's my thing.
All right.
Anybody that I go out on a date with, Blue, any woman you see I go out on a date with, I'm happy with them. Even if it's just to go eat or just chill or play something.
Hey, Drake, just invite me to the party.
Repeat that, bro.
I said, just make sure you invite me to the bachelor party, not the wedding.
Yeah, bro. You throwing it for me.
I'm the DJ.
We all gonna be in trouble. Hey, if I'm throwing it, you don't need to do it the night before. We gotta do it the week before.
Nah, we gotta go to Vegas.
Who's your DJ, Dre?
DJ La Bonita.
All right, Dre, I got one more person to bring up. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate your patience. All right.
You know,
That's my boy. But I tell you this thing here, right? No. That's my boy. But let me tell you one thing right here.
no, you understand.
I don't mean no harm. But he was talking his ass off.
Like Kyle.
And let me tell you one more thing. I believe.
What'd you say? Why you gotta... I thought Morris Chestnut was the most long-winded person on IG. I guess I was wrong.
Kyle.
Who that boy? He makes, but you gotta respect him because the things he said made sense, and I respected everything he said. I was just looking, when you're on the airplane. And they say if the airplane gotta go down, you gotta hit that button and the oxygen mask fall. I was looking for that boy to take a breath.
Shout out
from?
out to Dre. Shout out.
Is he having to come to his belly button? How's he breathing?
So no, dating is not dead because I got 2 this week.
There you go.
So,
you didn't tell him about our date earlier, how we're matching?
Hey, why you have to tell people I was flying you out? You kind of threw that in there. Why you got to tell people that I flew you out? That was supposed to be on the deal. Look at Dino over there smiling.
Oh,
why you got to tell people?
Yeah, I went on a hot
why
date.
you telling people our business, girl?
You guys, he sent me this tonight to wear on the live. I didn't put the pants on though that you got me to wear with it. Thank you.
My Bill is crazy. Read my Bill's comment, Blue.
I did already. She said his wife ain't gonna get another word the rest of her life. No, Dre,
Man,
the type.
Dre is a mess.
See, what I learned about men is that sometimes you guys will have like more of an oratory online and speak a lot, but in person, he's actually a really good listener. He's one of those type of people that want to just feel the energy and listen. So I guarantee whoever he chooses to marry, it's going to be a really good balance. And he's also a student. If you guys listen, his English is getting better and better. He's choosing wonderful words. He can't sound them out right away, but he'll slow down and he gets them out. And I'm proud of him.
I think he made some valid points. I always say that dating is about dating pools. A lot of times when we don't find compatibility is because we're dating in the wrong dating pools.
Dating out our leagues.
Dion always says people punching above their weight classes. There are different levels to dating, just like everything else. So you have to find somebody who is in your dating pool. It's pretty easy.
Right.
So you got 2 dates this week?
Did they already take place, or you have one and one is on the way, or are they both in the future until they just saw you was on live and found out?
I'm exercise the 5th right now.
I think
Hey,
you're
hey,
Hennessy.
Blue, ain't you coming to Cali this week? Or did that change? No, son, hold on, pause.
I'll be there Thursday night.
Man, I gotta change my damn schedule around now. So maybe I don't got 2 dates.
No, well, we'll talk. But
Yeah.
you already.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was hoping we could work something out Saturday night.
Oh, we definitely gonna work something out. Like I said, I'll move some things around. I have to connect with my guy.
Yeah,
have to.
I'll be there Thursday night, like 11 o'clock until Sunday around noon. So, Dino, if you feel like coming south, I'll let you boy.
But where you gonna be in the Southern?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need me to put you?
Yeah, I'll talk to
like
you backstage.
You need me to put you up in like the Embassy Suites or whatever, $100 $50 room a night. You need a jacuzzi tub, whatever. You let me know. I got you. Not Dino, not you, unless y'all gonna share a room.
Oh. See, my bill is a mess. But I think that I hit the reminder button because when my bro puts the stories up, I always hit the remind because my mind isn't what it used to be. But I didn't really think about the topic until we got on here and started discussing it in depth, people giving personal perspectives and stuff. And, I started, just listening, besides joking and being silly with the voice of God. Whoever the guy was, he doesn't even realize that I couldn't even see him. For some reason, certain people might not have updated their app or whatever. So I could only see who I could see. I could hear him talking. But, besides enjoying him, I've been doing a lot of listening. And, for me personally, I think that after the pandemic, things have changed a lot in my personal life because I don't know. I think I got used to being sedentary. I do, go out occasionally or what have you with a friend or so or whatever. But in terms of that just real hardcore dating and stuff, I think I'm still in a state of PTSD from all that shit, with the pandemic and having to be indoors and masks and no contact. And I think I'm still in a healing process from that. And I never really thought about it and analyzed it because when we say dating, normally we think about, do we have people to talk to? But then Blue was breaking it down. Other people were breaking it down. Dating. Go out to the place, have the meal, sit, talk. He said, for a couple hours. Not just go in, get it, grab the food, help her finish it off, wipe the crumbs off her face, and actual dating. Not just sex or this or that, but the dating. Because I remember there was a time when dating was fun. There was it was like a whole, just like these ladies is all so juiced all over social media about the preparation to go to this Beyonce concert. That's how I used to feel about that date coming. Oh, it's a countdown, like Blue puts up on the story, the timer ticking down. What am I going to wear? Now that I figured out what I'm going to wear,
How my man
my
be.
barber. Now, once I call my barber, make sure I'm already, ready to be ready. Now, once I'm ready to be ready and I got my outfit lined up, let me go to the car wash and make sure the whip is polished inside and out. Go get the smell good. Now it's smelling good in the whip. Now I got to go make sure I got that effervescence. Because I ain't going to kiss her in the mouth on the first date, but I'm going to give her a hell of a hug. She going to smell all that shit all over
Go
me.
take some cash out the ATM for valet for tips.
DJ Lump.
I'm old. I'm old.
I ain't got to listen.
Gotta go get $20.
Don't you know I
ATM.
keep rolls of
Oh, my
quarters for
bad.
them motherfuckers.
My
And
bad.
I
My bad.
do you still have that picture? You gotta show the picture so you know that shit. I was crying last night.
So
She can draw.
real quick,
She's a creative.
real quick break. So I unfollow anybody, everybody. Sorry if I unfollowed you. It's no offense. It's not you. If I unfollow you, it's because you were at a club and you showed this when I opened my when I opened my phone. You were patting a booty at the strip club, and this is the best version I could draw. But I'm tired of seeing booties on grown men's Instagrams.
But you didn't do it back and forth to make the booty jump on his lap. Yeah, make the booty.
Hold on a second. La Bonita.
Yes.
That does not. That looks like a dick and two nuts.
No,
that is
no. You gotta use your imagination.
No, that's her back.
No, we don't. No, we don't. That's the first
That's
thing
her back and her spine and a thong, and then her butt cheek. She's got a BBL, and that's two arms and two hands.
Hey, them look like two hairy nuts with a dick with a vein going through it.
Nah, man.
That looked like a dick with a vein going through it with two hairy
No,
nuts.
no.
No, that is a booty.
That's a booty.
That's a booty.
That's POV. That's POV. So if we're looking down at the picture, that's the top of her butt cheeks in our lap, in her back.
I was like, why is
the hands be
showing
all
dick
over the
on
booty?
here? I was like, why is she showing dick with a vein on here? Put it back up.
That ain't what I saw.
Put it back up. That looks like a dick with a vein.
Not a D.
No, that's not what we saw. Did anyone? That is
I see
right.
booty cheeks. And
I got another question. Why on the right hand, the thumb is where the pinky is?
I know.
She was drawing it for us real quick, just as a descriptive last night, but it was hilarious.
He was
I was crying.
discombobulated by the booty. He was discombobulated.
You know what? I appreciate that. Hey, look.
They are dating the strippers. I know that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, look. This is go. I'm in a 2-hour mark. Everybody gonna give closing remarks. We're gonna get out of here. I know I had people waiting. It was a great show, and so I do have to. I'm gonna go first actually, because when y'all finish, I'm cutting it off. If women are arguing on my show, my energy will change, because I do not want to see black women getting loud with each other. I don't like getting loud with black women. I don't want them getting loud with any other male guests or each other. So if y'all notice it, whenever women start, I'm like, damn, would y'all stop it? I'm not saying shut the fuck up. I want you to get your opinion out. That's great. That's why we're here. We're here to talk about topics. I bring up the topic. Tell me your stand. If it moves just a little bit, okay, that's fine. But when you start insulting people, pisses me off. You start getting loud for no fucking reason, pisses me off. And you just want to be, oh, my point is only, no. Everybody has a perspective. We talked about that. Everybody has a perspective. This is what you see. I might be on the other side of the ball. I might see something different. So if we can all have, like, for example, me, Dino, Chicken, and damn it, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. But yeah, we didn't agree on everything, but we still got points across. We took a breath. We breathed. That was the best exchange. We didn't have no beef on this exchange. You three people, I will never have beef with. So I'm not worried about that. But other people, we have a difference of opinion. Okay, take a breath. Person finish, and then okay, I got you. And then shit, he threw me off. Go ahead, La Bonita. Ladies first.
Yeah, I just closing remarks I want to give is that you guys don't listen to the negativity. Women, never let a man speak for you. I think we're all different. I think that I'm tired of the word six figures, because it's not 100,000. That's not the definition of six figures. Everyone, please Google it and learn what six figures means. It does not mean $100,000. Sick of you guys' ignorance on that. But anyways, also, you know, women, just stay in your feminine. And if you are single and you're looking, stay honest, stay true, be vulnerable, be transparent, because the right man will, you know, court you and take interest in you. So that's all.
Thank you. And the right man will buy you another purple T-shirt so y'all can wear it on Blues Live together. But go ahead, say it.
Oh man, there's a purpose. This is maroon. This is like Oklahoma Sooner maroon. Hey, great show as always, fellas. I always appreciate your lives and stuff. When I see the back and forth and stuff, I always just think about we all need to maintain our emotional discipline, men and women. And once you're in control of your emotional discipline, you don't do all the back and forth and the name calling. I've actually learned a little, actually from I should say my young big brother now, Blue, of taking a step back on certain things. And I just, man, you see, I was gone for a month. I just kind of let people have at it. And yes, let's stop talking about this damn 6 figures, because I'm going to just say it, and if you ain't bringing home 6 figures, don't say shit to me. I don't give a damn what you're making before they take them taxes. If you ain't making 6 figures after taxes, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. So let's move on. God bless you all. Thanks, Dino. La Bonita. We'll talk later. Again, don't be telling. And my big dog.
Dino?
I want to say that I learned a lot from this live, that based on other people's thoughts and perspective, and I'm going to utilize the things that I learned on this live to apply in my own life, and, take some time to meditate and be introspective on, how I want to approach things in terms of dating or thinking about dating, or different ways to apply my thought process in terms of dating in the dating pool. A lot of people are saying that it's a lot of piss in the dating pool, but I think that it's all predicated on the pool that we go to, and that's all up to me. So I'm very appreciative, as always, of being here to support my brother Blue. I'm looking forward to him being the next radio host, podcast host, television show, whatever it may be that he desires. It's always a great time. It's your boy Dino Brown, entertainer, coming to you live from a secret place that you'll never get to find out about unless you're in the same dating pool that I'm in, with a lot of piss in it.
Tell me when to go.
Oh my God, I love it here. I really do. Listen, I got to say one thing. Said in Johnny Gill here. Ralph Tresvant.
More chestnut in the house.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Y'all are too much. Y'all are too much. How are y'all doing tonight?
Hi, nephew.
I'm good, my brother.
Hey, it's pretty good. Hey, it's always a pleasure to be around my AARP members. Hope everything's going good with you three.
Hold on. RP.
That's a shot at me. I'm the only old head on here.
His auntie. So.
No, I was just playing. It's so good to see you all, man. Honestly, I caught the tail end of it because I was here at work. I caught the tail end of it, but like you all, this was an awesome live. I enjoyed the parts that I heard. You guys, I really did. I really have enjoyed it. And I said that you might be changing some plans together. Are you going to be able to make it down here?
I'm trying to move some things around. So hopefully,
well, let me know, because we're going to do that virtual reality. So like I was thinking about doing that first, like doing that for like an hour and a half before we come down. What's up? What's the 4?
What time?
Well, the time that we have set up is 4 to 6, right? I can move that, but you got to let me know sooner than later. I can move that.
When we get off,
that's the time for the podcast. It's 4 to 6.
Oh, we don't.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're doing the virtual reality before that, then, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I think we're going to be doing that probably around 2 o'clock, and then we'll be done by then. If you want, for safety, if you want to go 5 to 7, I think that would be better, because that would give us no. If you go to my page and you go check in my reels, you'll see it's like we're indoors. We have that, but you also have like stuff that goes on your chest and your wrists and your feet, so you actually feel the interactions of the stuff. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. Huh?
Can I?
I don't think they let you in. And you haven't had the baby yet, right? Okay.
Is that
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Oh my God.
No, I am your father.
Hey, I'm gonna put this in a little group chat so we can work this out.
Yeah, and also and see if let me know if you got those topics yet. You know, I did have two flakes. I had or two people that had to flake. Well, not flake, but they had other. I don't even want to go down that road. So just let me know so I can work this thing out and get you guys all ready. I do have the makeup artist for you guys to get you guys all straightened out. So I got you taken care of with that from that standpoint.
Just for it's just for the shine. So you know, don't.
No, I made sure to make sure. I told her to get you some rosy cheeks. Put some. No, brother, that's all it's for. When you're filming, whenever you're filming, you don't think that people are not wearing makeup. If you're filming, in which they are, you're gonna want makeup on because you have to for the lighting and everything. Unless you want to look like a piece of sausage on the skillet. All you got to do is look at TV. When you see that one person that just looks like he's just glossy, and just totally glossy and everything's off, that's the person that he was fighting and didn't want to get any concealer or get anything to anti-shine to keep it from shining. We're not putting like a coating of makeup on. We're not giving you them brushes for eyelashes. We're not doing that. I'm just trying to help you look as clean as possible, brother, for the film. I mean, because you're going to be using this not just for this cast, right? You're also going to be using it for like promotional material, right?
Right.
Yeah, I got you back, bro. I got you.
You know, there's a new watch where you can count how many words you say a day, right? Kyle.
Does it do the same for people and how many stupid words they say?
Yes.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We should both go get one.
Oh shit!
Yes, Kyle.
I'm just saying it's too late.
I'm gonna
It's
get
too
my
late.
belt.
Just shaking his head. Shots
Hey,
fired.
real talk. Hey,
I'm
no.
gonna get my belt.
On the strength, real talk. I'm just trying to get out as much information as I can because I don't know when I'll talk to them again. That's why I had them put me on there.
All right, I'm gonna set up the group chat right quick.
Please do. Please do.
Hope y'all. Again, I'm not saying bye to y'all again because I already said it once. So I'll be back tomorrow at 8, and I'll have a topic. In the group chat. I'll come up with the topic.
You're the best, Auntie. You're the best too, said.
Y'all
And
like
you
the
too,
same
Blue.
freaking age.
Pepper has it, right?
Huh?
Pepper's doing it with you guys.
Is Pepper down here in LA?
Oh, he's just saying he needs makeup in general, which I do concur. I do concur with that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
With that,
Oh,
note,
wow.
everybody, this is the good night.
Good night.